Welcome to another edition of Rocky Top Rundown, your one-stop shop for everything Tennessee athletics. I'm Ashley Rodas.
And I'm Rylie Haltom. On Saturday night, the Volunteers headed to Gainesville to take on the Florida Gators in their first SEC matchup of the season. The stakes were high for the Vols, who haven't beaten the Gators at home since 2003. We'll pick things up with over 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Joe Milton's going to find Squirrel White down the left sideline for a gain of 41 yards to the Florida 11. On the next play, Milton hits Ramel Keaton on a fade route in the end zone to give the Volunteers a commanding start and a 7-0 lead.
On the following possession, here come the Gators. Running back Trevor Etienne breaks one for a 62-yard to put Florida on the board. The extra point was blocked to keep UT in front 7-6. Midway through the second quarter, Florida up 12-7. Quarterback Graham Mertz sneaks it into the end zone, extending the Gator lead 19-7. Late in the first half, Mertz hits Montrell Johnson Jr. on a screen as he breaks a tackle and cuts it back inside for another Florida touchdown, 26-7.
Later on in the fourth quarter, the Gators leading 29-10, Milton winds up and takes a deep shot to Brew McCoy down the sideline, giving Tennessee some late life and cutting the deficit to 13. Last chance for the Vols on 4th and 10. Milton drops back, and with pressure by the Florida defense, his throw to Brew McCoy falls incomplete, giving the ball back to the Gators. Florida would then kneel it out to kill the clock, but not without some sparks flying to add some fuel to the rivalry and getting Omari Thomas suspended for the first half of the next game.
Although Saturday's matchup was not the outcome the Volunteers were looking for, loyal Vol fans made the long trek down to the Swamp for the long-standing rivalry to show their support for Tennessee. More on these road Vols, we now go to Bryson Ritchie.
It is 7 a.m., Friday before game day. Thousands of Vol fans, including myself, are preparing to head down to Gainesville, Florida, where we will watch the number 11 Tennessee Volunteers face the Florida Gators. It's 543 miles from the University of Tennessee to the University of Florida, but that was not stopping the Volunteer fan base from showing up for their Vols. I caught up with a few Vol fans before the game to see how long they traveled to watch the night game in the Swamp.
Way too long. It took us 9 hours with a couple stops. It took roughly around 8.5. It took 10 hours. I think it was like 7.5, 8. I think it's about 8 hours.
And when asked why they were willing to travel hundreds of miles for a football game,
To watch the Vols beat Florida. To beat some Gator butt. Go Vols. Because I would do anything for my Tennessee Volunteers.
even an hour before kickoff, Vol Nation was showing their school spirit, chanting on the way to the stadium,
V-O-L-S, go Vols, go!
and uniting with other Vol fans to sing Rocky Top before kickoff. While this was not the ending the Vols were looking for, the fans stayed loyal from the beginning until the end to cheer on their team. From Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, I'm Bryson Ritchie.
Thank you, Bryson. Number 15 Tennessee Volleyball took the court Friday night against the Evansville Aces at Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. The Lady Vols looked to come away with a victory in their final game of non-conference play. Let's get started in the first set with Morgan Fingal getting the kill to give the Lady Vols a 6-5 lead. Still, the first set with the score tied as the Lady Vols set up Erica Lovett for a hit that bounces off an Evansville player for the point. At the end of the first set, Claudia Pollock with a block that brings it to set point and the Lady Vols take the first set.
Second set tied up at 3 as the Lady Vols set up Keandra Granberry for the kill to take the lead. Later into the second set as the rally is on and the Lady Vols get up at the net for a big-time block. Lady Vols take a 5-point lead in the second set off a kill that comes down just outside the reach of Evansville. Tennessee then with a commanding 10-point lead in the second set as the Lady Vols get back-to-back blocks for the point. Set point and the Lady Vols take on the second set with an excellent kill.
Now in the third set as Keandra Granberry gets the kill on an excellent setup from the Lady Vols. A bit more trouble in the third set for Tennessee as the Aces go on a run and take a 3-point lead thanks to the nice kill here. but the Lady Vols respond with a kill of their own and cut into the lead. Score tied at 22, and the Lady Vols take the lead in the third set thanks to a nice block from Emily Beaker. Set point, and the Lady Vols take it thanks to a nice hit from Caroline Kerr that gives Tennessee the third set and the sweep. The win gives the Lady Vols their third straight sweep as the Lady Vols start conference play next Wednesday at Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center against Missouri.
Last Thursday, the Lady Vols soccer team took on the 11th ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. The game meant the first SEC matchup for the Lady Vols, coming after a successful match at FAU. For more on the game, we take you to Rylie West at Regal Stadium.
Welcome back to Rocky Top Rundown. I am Rylie West, and today I'm at Regal Soccer Stadium for our Lady Vols' first SEC match of the season. As you can see behind me, the game still doesn't start for 40 minutes, and that is because the Arkansas Razorbacks are actually late for the game, so we're in a bit of a delay right now. The Arkansas Razorbacks are looking to break their 2-game losing streak, and the Lady Vols are looking to improve their record to 6-1-1. Let's take a look. Vol fans packed out Regal Stadium on Friday night with over 1,700 fans to watch the Lady Vols take on the Razorbacks. They are led by leading goal scorer Cameron Simmons, who recently played in the 2023 World Cup for Jamaica. Arkansas, although having lost their last 2 games, are still ranked 11th in the country. The Razorbacks did not waste any time after hopping off the bus, scoring the first goal 11 minutes into the game. The goal was scored by number 4, B. Franklin. Not too much after the goal from the Razorbacks, Lady Vol, Lawson Renee, scores a header from a corner kick, Allie Brown, to tie the score. Scoring her second goal of the game, B. Franklin put the Razorbacks ahead in the 29th minute, 2-1. I spoke with sophomore Taylor Panel during halftime to recap the delay and the momentum of the game.
I think they do have the momentum right now. They're up 2-1. But we're going to get it back, and I have faith in our Lady Vols.
After the half, the Razorbacks took complete control of the game. The Lady Vols fought hard, but were not able to stop the 11th ranked Razorbacks after a third goal was scored in the 72nd minute. The Lady Vols were not able to come back after a 3-1 deficit, making their record stand at 5-2-1. They will take on the Florida Gators at home Thursday next week. That's it from Regal Stadium. I'm Rylie West. Back to you.
Thanks, Rylie. Well, that's all for this edition of the Rocky Top Rundown. I'm Riley Haltom.
And I'm Ashley Rodas. Thank you for tuning in and watching Rocky Top Rundown. We'll see you here again next week.